Okay, this is a continuation of the cardiovascular and respiratory system, the models. So right here you have your superficial temporal artery in the vein, superficial temporal artery and vein, and then you have your occipital artery and vein, and then you have your facial artery and vein. So superficial temporal artery and vein here and here, and then your occipital artery and vein, and then your facial artery and vein. Okay, let's move on to the arm. So the arm, we have the axillary right here, and then you have your, let me move this leg out of the way, and then you have, let's see, you have your axillary right here, and then your brachial right here, and then you have this one right here, which is the inferior collateral ulnar artery, and then you have, let's move this right here, and we have the this structure right here where the probe is pointing to, you really can't see. That's the ulnar artery, and this right here would be the radial artery, or close to it anyway. Alright, so we'll go over those again. So axillary artery, brachial, inferior collateral ulnar artery, and then you have your ulnar artery right here. You really can't see it that well, but it's right there, and your radial artery is right there. Okay, leg. So we have the thigh right here, and you can see that the femoral artery, red, femoral vein, and femoral nerve is right here. And going from medial to lateral, it spells van, V-A-N. Okay, and we have what's next. Oh yeah, let's do this right here, just to make it simpler. So we have the femoral artery, and then right here we have this right here. This is the well, let's just do this one first. This would be the deep artery of the thigh, right there. Deep artery of the thigh, or profunda femoris artery, right here. 48B. Right here, 48C, is the lateral circumflex femoral artery, and 48B is the medial circumflex femoral artery. So medial circumflex femoral artery, lateral circumflex femoral artery, and deep artery of the thigh. Okay, and then we have the popliteal artery and vein. Sorry about that. Popliteal artery and vein, as we see here. Popliteal artery and vein. And then we can see the tibial artery going down right through here, and the vein is cut right here. Alright, so let's move on to the next thing here. We're going to go over to the torso now and do some things. We have the, find my list here. Let me get the heart in there so we can see where we're at. So, right here, we can pretty much see the heart's right here. So this is your thoracic cavity here. Here's your thoracic cavity. Here's your diaphragm right here. Diaphragm separates your thoracic from your abdominal pelvic cavity. Okay, so we have the heart, we have the pulmonary trunk, and then your aorta, and then your superior vena cava. Okay, so your carotid arteries here and here. Carotid arteries here, right here and right here. Jugular veins here and here. This right here and this right here, and this are your right and left subclavian arteries. Here and here, subclavian veins. This right here is again the superior vena cava. Where it forks, you have your brachiocephalic veins. Alright, let's continue. I'm looking, see if I missed anything. Alright, so we take the heart out and we can see some structures. This structure right here is bifurcation of trachea. This is the trachea right here. This is the thyroid gland. So we have the primary bronchi here and here. This right here is the descending aorta. Remember, this right here, let me put it back, is your ascending aorta, and then your aortic arch. Okay, and then you have your brachiocephalic, sorry about that, and then you have your brachiocephalic artery right here. First branch coming off of your aortic arch, and then you have the common carotid artery, and then you have your subclavian artery here and here. Okay, I think we got that. Let's move on. So after you get into the abdominal pelvic cavity, you now have the abdominal aorta right here. Okay, now you have the celiac trunk right here, superior mesenteric artery and inferior mesenteric artery. Celiac trunk, superior mesenteric artery, inferior mesenteric artery. Okay, so I think you've got that. Now we have the renal artery going to the kidney right here, here and here. And then you have the lumbar artery here, here, here. And right beside that you would have the lumbar vein. Gonadal artery and vein here and here. And then let's see, we have the common iliac artery here and here, and your external iliac here and here, and then your internal iliac is right here, right there, and then right in here. And then you have your common iliac vein, and then your external iliac vein, and then likewise here you have your common iliac vein, and then external iliac vein, internal iliac vein, and then internal iliac vein. Well, I can't see it on this side, but you can see what I mean. So internal iliac vein is right here, and then your external is right there. Okay, and then you have your femoral artery, femoral vein, lymph nodes, lymph vessels, as we see here. Saphenous vein is going down right through there. Okay, we have, what's next you have your pulmonary trunk right here. Let me put it back up here. Let me put this back up here. You have your pulmonary trunk. Here's your pulmonary trunk, right here. And then you have your pulmonary arteries, blue colored, you know, bringing deoxygenated blood to the lungs to get rid of the CO2. And then you have the pulmonary veins that's going back into the heart, the left side of your heart, the left atrium. They're colored red, okay? All right, let's see, what else do we have? All right, on the back, oh yeah, forgot the spleen. Right here's the spleen. On the back, you have the vertebral artery and the vertebral vein. And that's it. That's all we're going to do today.